Everyone, myself Bhavani from Civil Department. Today I am going to tell you on the topic that is exogenous disasters. In that exogenous disasters, we are having atmospheric disasters. And firstly, this is our new module here, and in this new module, these are all the topics I am going to cover. In this one, firstly I am going to cover these cyclones, and again we are going to study about the floods, droughts, and cold waves, heat waves, everything, and droughts also I am going to tell you in this module. Okay. And coming to the exogenous hazards means, what is meant by exogenous hazards means, mainly these hazards, these are going to be generated above the earth surface here. Means we are having two types here, endogenous, exogenous. Okay. Exogenous is nothing but the above the earth surface. Endogenous is nothing but the below the earth surface. Okay. There is a difference between both exogenous and endogenous. Means these overall earthquakes, volcanoes, these are all comes under the endogenous hazards. And next one, that is exogenous is hazard nothing but these are the hazards or disasters that will originate above the earth surface, okay, or the atmosphere. That is called as the exogenous hazards here. What are the examples? Means what are the main examples of this exogenous hazards are droughts, rainfall, snowfall, winds, hailstorms, cyclones. These are all comes under the exogenous hazard. And nextly, in this exogenous hazards or disasters, we are having three types. First one is atmospheric, and next one is hydrospheric, and last one is lithospheric disaster. These are the three types of disasters we are going to study in this module. Firstly, what is meant by this atmospheric disaster? And here, in this disaster, these disasters can be happen due to the atmospheric conditions. That is nothing but the atmospheric disaster. These atmospheric disasters also known as the meteorological and weather related disasters. And these are only caused due to the atmospheric conditions here. And because of this atmospheric condition, because of this disasters, there will be so much damage for the infrastructure. There will be loss of life, and also that will impact the overall environment also. And because these disasters are very much influenced by these weather conditions and climatic conditions, and mainly some will be some will be short term or some will be long term here. And here these are all the short term disasters here. Means if they occur, means some will be last up to weeks, or some will be last up to just one day, some will be last up to some 2 to 3 days. These are all the atmospheric we are going to face in this module. First one, that is tropical cyclones, tornadoes, floods, thunderstorms, cold waves, droughts, hot waves. These are all the types of atmospheric disasters here. And mainly these tropical cyclones are nothing but the hurricanes, tufans, and also cyclones. Tufan, cyclones, hurricanes, these are all the same type, same meaning. In some of the areas they may be called some other names, and some areas they may called hurricanes, and some areas they may called cyclones or tufans. Okay, both are these three are same only. And here, firstly, what is meant by these tropical cyclones means, here it is nothing but the large scale air mass that will rotate around the center, strong center of the atmospheric pressure. Means that will just like that this one. Okay, means strong center of the low atmospheric region, means due to the large scale air masses that will just rotate like this. Okay, that is called as the tropical cyclones here. And here, what are the main characteristics of these tropical cyclones are strong winds, heavy rainfall, and also storm surges. And due to these strong winds also, cyclones are going to be formed, and almost because of these sustained winds. Strong winds nothing but almost that due to these winds only, these tropical cyclones can be formed. Actually, these winds can last up to, it can be having the amount of 119 kilometer per hour, means that much it can be rotated. Okay, that much strong wind can be generated, and that causes the hurricanes or tufans or cyclones here, means almost 74 meter per hour here. And next one is heavy rainfall, and this heavy rainfall, this can lead to the severe flooding. If rainfall is heavy, means automatically all the small lakes or small ponds, they will just um uh, fully they are going to be happen, means lakes, ponds, because of this heavy rainfall they will get full, means after getting that overall water sources full, means that will go on the roads, transportation is going to be damaged, and that will cause the severe flooding for the overall state or some districts also. And the next one is storm surges, and here what is meant by this storm surges means there will be flooding due to this rising of the sea levels. These storm surges can be caused due to the strong winds only. Okay, and what are the main impacts of this tropical cyclones? Or there will be destruction in the infrastructure. Why? Because due to these cyclones, automatically there will be damage of the buildings, roads, and also transportation here. And next one is coastal erosion. Erosion can be happened due to these cyclones, and there will be loss of the habitat and loss of the damage along that coastline here. And next is human casualties and also displacement here. There will be so much loss of life, and also some people they are going to migrate themselves from temporarily they are going to migrate from one place to another, and some of the forced evacuation will be there. Why? Because if that area is prone to occur for this cyclones, means automatically overall government is going to evacuate that nearby people. Okay, means they don't want that people to die, so they forcibly evacuate that people from that place to another place. Okay, and these are the examples that is caused due to this tropical cyclones here. One of the example is Hurricane Katrina, and it occurred in 2005, and because of the extensive flooding there will be so much damage in the USA. And next one is Tufan Hainan. It occurred in 2019. It also one of the very strongest tropical cyclone ever recorded. It is occurred in Philippines. Here you can see first figure you can see here, and in these regions, these tropical cyclones are going to be called as the hurricanes. Okay, here you can see the overall world map, and in this region we are going to call it as the cyclones, and in this region we are going to call it as the tufans. Okay, and here this is our India. We are going to call the tropical cyclone as cyclone only. Okay, not as hurricanes like tufans. Okay, in some of the places some will be called something, but in our India we are going to call it as the cyclones only. When any cyclone is going to be started, means it will look like this. Here you can see this picture, and this hole you can see here now. This hole is also called as the eye of the cyclone here, means like this rotation will be there. This will be called as the eye. Okay. Next one is tornadoes. And here in this tornadoes, what is meant by this tornado means it is nothing but the rotating of the air with the very small diameter column. That is called as the tornadoes. With respect to cloud and with respect to ground, these tornadoes are going to be formed. But in our India, mostly we can't see these tornadoes. In some area, some countries like USA, like that we can see these tornadoes. And when the tornado is going to be happen means there will be connection between the cloud, means if this is cloud means this is your at the surface means it will just look like this one. Okay, like this it is going to be happen. And we can see these tornadoes in spring season or in summer season also. And what are the main characteristics of this tornadoes means violating rotating columns of air, means winds rotating of the air, nothing but what strong winds are going to be happen, and that strong winds is happened over 300 meter per hour or 480 kilometer per hour. You can see the difference between cyclones and also tornadoes. Tornadoes are very much high wind speed here when compared with cyclones here. Next one is short duration but high impact. Means it will just stay some hours or some minutes only, but it can cause the very significant damage to the nearby areas, whether it may be transportation facilities or whether it may be overall electricity facilities. It will just damage within the minutes or within some hours also. And what is the main impact of this tornado is there will be so much damage to the properties. Means damage to the property, nothing but what there will be damage to the homes, infrastructures and also to the vehicles here. Next one is injury and death. Means if any tornado is occurring in that area means people can't stay in that place. Why? Because they just take that people also in that wind speed only. Okay. You can see this wind speed already. Means that much speed wind will be there at that time. Means if any type of object or any type of humans, animals, any that comes under in its path means it will just take out that object. It will just rotate in that tornado only. Okay. Just it will collapse the overall structures also in it high speed. This one is the example we can see in USA like that one. It is happened in 2011. The tornado is called as the Joplin. It caused the massive destruction and also numerous fatalities in the area of Joplin, that is in Missouri, USA. Here you can see means how this tornado is started. There will be connection between this cloud and the earth. Okay. If this overall tornado is getting like this also, this all the overall cars, here you can see these cars now, these cars, transportation facility, everything can be damaged within the minutes only. Okay. Next one is, next to exogenous hazard is floods. And in this flood, what is meant by this flood means it is nothing but the overflow of the water. Means if any heavy rainfall is there in that area means after the nearby ponds will be there, nearby lakes will be there, rivers will be there. When that rivers, ponds, everything overall water filled means that hydrology structures, they will just push on the roads. Means what will happen means floods are going to be happen. And due to this floods also, we are going to see the very destruction for the both biological and also the overall human life, animal life also. And it is nothing but the overflow of water that submerge the land that is usually dry. Means if the water in the rivers or oceans that get filled means that will go into the earth surface. After the earth surface is also already wet means that wet percentage, it can't take the water again and again. Means that water that will flow on the earth surface. Okay. On the earth surface flowing, that is called as the floods here. And what are the main characteristics of this floods or overflow of the water? Means why this overflow of water can be occurred means it occurred due to the heavy rainfall or river overflow and also the dam failure. Due to this, there will be overflow of water. This can cause the occurring of floods here. Next one is flash floods. Here, when there is rapid onset of the flooding means some little warning should be there. Means some flash floods means that floods are occurred, but little warning is also can be seen in that flash floods here. And what are the main impact of these floods on the society means damage to the infrastructure. First one means if this floods occur means overall livelihood of the people is going to be destroyed. Whether it may be electricity wires or whether it may be buildings, bridges, and also these roads, transportation facilities are totally damaged or this water they will just flush out everything. Okay. And the next is water contamination. And due to these floods also, it can carry some of the very harmful substances and carry some pollutants that will just go into the water, and this will cause the waterborne diseases like cholera, malaria, like this. And last one is agricultural losses. And here, when any floods occur in the rural areas also means overall crops, livestock can be destroyed easily. Okay, this one is the example. This one is Bangladesh floods happened in 1998, and because of the floods, it affected the overall millions and caused them very much. It destroyed the infrastructure and also the agriculture. Means see this overall rural area how it will look like after the floods occur. You can't see the houses also here. Means totally it is filled with the water. That is nothing but the floods here. Next one is droughts. And what is meant by this droughts means unusual dryness of the soil here. Means if the soil is not getting minimum amount of water means that can't grow any type of vegetation in that area. That is called as the droughts here. What are the characteristics of these droughts are prolonged periods of low rainfall. Means if the rainfall is not there means automatically overall that earth surface will going to be dry. Okay. If that earth surface is more than wet means that will cause the floods. Means if the water is not at all there, rainfall is not at all there means that will lead to this droughts. Okay. And here slow onset. And here slow onset can be developed over the some may take years or some may take months also here. Next one is impact. And here, what is the impact of these droughts in our society means agricultural process mainly. Means if the agriculture is not there means automatically no crop growth will be there and there will be death of livestock will be there. These are all happened in this agricultural impact. And next is water scarcity. Means when there is a reduction in the means no rainfall will be there means there will be very less amount or reduced availability of this drinking water will be there, and also for the water for irrigation will not be there at that time. If the rainfalls are not there means how the dams are going to be store the water. That reservoir will be there for every dam. Means reservoir what it will be do, it will storage the water, and when the water is needed to the agriculture, they will just pass that reservoir to the some of the rural areas. Okay, that is a function of this dams. When there is no water in the dams or no rainfall in that area means automatically there will be no drinking water, no irrigation water, everything. Okay. Next is economical impact. If there is no agriculture, no industry means automatically that will impact the overall economy of our country because of the reduction of the water here. This is one of the picture I got, and some of the example of this drought is California drought that occurred almost 6 years. Okay, severe shortage of water affect the agriculture ecosystem and also the urban areas. Why? Because our urban areas or rural areas, everyone need them water. If that groundwater is also not there, means it will be very much drastic for our daily life. Okay, this one is the droughts picture. You can see how this soil gets dry because of no water. Okay, you can see here. Next one is heat waves, and here what is meant by the heat waves means sometimes our climatic condition, it will change to very extreme heat condition. Okay, it is nothing but the period of abnormally hot weather. Means overall our climatic change will be there. Means today climate will be very normal, but tomorrow it will be very hot. Means extreme heat will be there. That is called as the heat waves. Means what are the main characteristics of this heat waves or extended period of the excessive heat. Means of course summer season will be there. In that time overall temperature will be very high. In this season we already got up to 50 degrees Celsius also. If the temperature it is prolonged for the long term period, means automatically that will cause the heat waves here. Okay, if the temperature is increasing means in the long term it is increasing, means that will cause or give rise to the heat waves here. And next one is high humidity, and due to this high humidity also, this can accompany the heat waves and also the heat stresses also. And next is impact. What are the main impact of this heat waves or health risk? And what are the health risk we can face from this heat waves? Or there will be heat related illness, and some will be they just fall sickness because of the heat also. Okay, it will impact our body easily. And next one is wildfires, and in this wildfires, if the temperature is very hot means that will lead to the wildfires. Means because of the high temperature, wildfires are going to be started easily in the rural areas or in the forest. And last one is energy demand. And here, if the temperature is very high, means there will be increase in the usage of air conditioners or fans, and that can easily strain the power grids here. Why? Because everything means if you want AC, means that will comes from the water only. Okay, means from that water only we are going to generate the thermal electricity. Means at that time, if this hot waves will be there, means automatically there will be strain for the power grids here. In 2003, in European heat waves, because of these heat waves only, it caused tens of thousands of deaths due to this extreme heat only. Okay. Next one is cold waves. It is nothing but the phenomenon that caused due to the cold climate. Means within fraction of 24 hours only, overall climate is going to be changed. Means that is called as the cold snap or cold spell in some of the regions. Why? Because within fraction of hours only, means 24 hours, today it will be normal temperature and the next day it will be just like cold waves. Means if the cold waves occurred, means for that also there will be so much impact for the agriculture and also for the livestock here. Okay, mainly what are the characteristics of this cold waves or prolonged period of extremely low temperature? Means if the low temperature means minus degrees or 5 degrees, 0 degrees, in this temperature is happened, means it will be below the average temperature. No, if this happened for the long term, means these cold waves can be occurred. And next one is rapid onset. And because of this rapid onset, mainly these cold waves can be occurred suddenly. Why? Because within 24 hours it can change the overall temperature. So with little warning only we can face these situations, these cold wave situations. And next is impact. And what is the main impact that will cause due to the cold waves? Or first one, that is a health risk, and some will be having the asthma. They can't sustain these cold waves also. And also from these cold waves we can face the hypothermia and also the frostbite here. Okay, this will be somewhat dangerous also for the asthma people. We can't face, so we have to wear the very warm clothes also. Next one is infrastructure damage. And in this infrastructure damage, there will be, if the overall climate will be cold, means automatically these pipes are going to be frozen, and there will be some ice falling on the roads only, and that will cause very much damage to the transportation facilities. There will be increase in the road accidents also. Okay. And next one is agricultural damage. And in this agricultural damage, because of the cold waves, there will be damage for the crops and also for the livestock losses here. Here you can see the picture. Because of the cold wave, you can see the road. It is totally filled with the ice only. This will mainly cause the road accidents also, and it will give rise to the transportation loss also. Okay. And one of the example of this cold wave, it is occurred in North American cold wave. It occurred in 2014. It is also called as polar vortex. It caused it due to the disruptions, and they record the low temperature at that time also. Next one is severe thunderstorms. And these thunderstorms, it is nothing but the weather system that is caused due to the weather conditions. Okay, means very huge sounds we can see at that time, that may consist of that may include the lightning, or that may include the high winds, or that may include the tornadoes, heavy rain, and also the hails here. And this will, because of this severe thunderstorms also, it can lead to the significant damage or disruption, and also the potential loss of life. And what are the main characteristics of this severe thunderstorms? All high winds, hail, lightning. Okay, when these thunderstorms are occurred, means with these include these thunderstorms can be happen, and it can include the tornadoes, heavy rain, and also hailing also. And next one is rapid development. And here these severe thunderstorms, it developed very quickly, and it can cause the severe damage to the climatic conditions and also to the weather condition. And nextly, what is the main impact of this severe thunderstorms? Or first one, that is property damage. And here, because of the high winds and also hailing, it can damage the overall infrastructures, buildings, transportation, vehicles, and also the agriculture, like crops. They may damage easily, they may damage. And nextly, power outrages. And because of when any severe thunderstorm occur, means automatically lightning will come. Because of this lightning and also the high winds, it can disrupt the overall power grids, means power facility will be get damaged at that time. And flooding. And because of the severe thunderstorm, heavy rainfall can also lead to the floods here. One of the example I took here is a super outbreak. It occurred in 2011 in USA. Because of this severe lightning, severe thunderstorm, a series of destructive tornadoes happened, and also severe thunderstorms also happened in USA. You can see the picture like this. Severe thunderstorms are going to be happen. These are the references book I have referred. You can also refer. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.